nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.
Okay, so I don't care where you stand politically. If this shit that's coming out about USAID is not disturbing to you wherever the fuck you stand, there's something wrong with you. Funding transgender plays, funding the media, specifically Politico, but that's not my favorite. This is the one that really, really grabs me by the public hair. The post about just the ones I saw. So Angelina Jolie, 20 million. Orlando Bloom, 8 million. Jean-Claude Van Damme, which who the fuck is watching him? 1.5 million. Who the fuck else? Sean Penn got 5 million. Anyway, USAID paid those celebrities.
Unauthorized immigrants have been crossing the US border, and then the unthinkable is now happening. Today's video comes from the Cheek Slaying channel, and their channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can check them out and support them. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of these individuals coming into the US unauthorized and the results that are occurring as actions are being taken in response to what they are doing. Don't forget to follow us on Rumble. Our Rumble is linked in the description of the video. You never know what can happen on this platform, so go ahead and follow us over there. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video after a message from Angry's Crypto Academy.
Listen, if you don't have a side hustle yet, you need to get on that. This world is crazy, and the extra money you can make from crypto can be a total game changer. So, I checked out the crypto course from Angry Crypto, and I was skeptical because that stuff can all sound like gibberish to me. But honestly, it was written so simply, even a 5th grader could understand it. Trust me, y'all, if you want to get into crypto and make an extra $100 a day just working for an hour, you have got to hop on their course. Click the link in the description for the best side hustle out there.
Customs and Border Protection. This disruption started at about 1:30 on Sunday, and this happened at the Paso del Norte Bridge in El Paso, Texas. Now, this connects El Paso to Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, and CBP says that they deployed physical barriers to stop this attempted mass entry into the United States. Why are we seeing this right now? Well, you probably remember the immigration policy towards Venezuelans changed in October, and since then there's been a swelling of Venezuelans in Ciudad Juarez on the Mexican side.
If they don't respect their own laws, what makes you think they'll respect our laws? The entitlement they feel that we owe them anything is astounding. They come here so me and you can pay to support them.
You demonized immigrants in this election to try to keep...
I want them to come into the country, but they have to come in legally. You know, they have to come in, Jim, through a process. I want it to be a process, and I want people to come in, and we need the people.
Your campaign...
Wait. You know why we need the people, don't you? Because we have hundreds of companies moving in. We need the...
Promises made, promises kept. That's what you want from a good leader. Now, I'm going to play this next clip, and I'm going to show you guys the comments on the right-hand side. Let me know what you guys think.
Migrants shackled and in chains boarding a deportation flight. The Trump administration has released this footage touting the president's crackdown on illegal migration. These flights returning undocumented migrants from the US were happening even before Donald Trump returned to the White House. 1.5 million people were deported under Joe Biden, many of them similarly on planes and in chains. One key difference is that Donald Trump is now using military planes for deportations. I spoke to some Brazilians who were deported on one of those planes. They told me that being in handcuffs caused panic because there were technical faults with the plane. The plane was incredibly hot and it was difficult to use the bathroom. The ones that I spoke to said that they had been detained months ago under Joe Biden's administration when they tried to cross into the US across the Mexico border. These images show migrants, most of them men, on a jet with armed members of the military. From Trump's perspective, this is meant to be a show of strength, a sign that he's willing to use all types of government resources to fulfill his promises. But they've been controversial in South America.
Okay. If you guys think it's dehumanizing, this is dystopia, this is inhumane. All right, How about we take these illegal aliens and have them live with you? Let's see how that turns out. F around and find out.
Meanwhile,
so you would do anything for like all the illegals
I think
and
we
stuff?
have to be fair.
Guys, this is great. I think we found a new home for you guys.
What guys?
Here you go.
Is that your bus?
Yeah.
I don't understand what this is all
Oh, this is all the immigration. They're gonna move into your house.
They are not.
What do you mean? You just said you wanted to support everyone though.
Okay, that I don't.
No, they're
Guys,
not
we
violent.
got a
They're
new
not
house.
violent. They're good. They're
Oh no,
like
hop it! Like just like you guys did before.
Thank you very much.
Can they stay for dinner? Wait.
Sorry.
Well, we have your signature. You guys got to drive back down south.
Back to Home Depot.
I bet you she proceeded to call the cops, which she wants to defund. Very compassionate, as long as it's someone else's problem.
Imagine if I went to Africa and I wanted to live there, right? And all of a sudden Africa wanted to deport me back to my homeland, the United States of America. And imagine if I went and I protested against Africa and I was lifting a United States of America flag in protest, saying I wanted to stay in Africa, but waving this flag from another country. How crazy would that look? How crazy would that be? That's exactly what's happening with people that are protesting right now in the United States. They're lifting up flags from different countries in protest of being deported back to those countries. Think about that. How wild is that? If you love that country so much, why don't you go back over there? But let's be really honest. Instead of you sitting there lifting up that flag from another country, why don't you lift up the flag from the United States of America and say, hey, I want to stay here. I love this country. I appreciate this country. It's a blessing to live here. I don't want to go back to any other country. And you wonder why patriots and United States citizens like myself are fed up seeing this stuff. Because you're ungrateful. You don't appreciate the blessing it is to live in the United States of America. If you did, you wouldn't lift a flag of a foreign country that didn't do nothing for you.
These are the type of immigrants we should have had. People who respect and value the American values, not people who hate America. Now, I'm just glad that they're protesting because it makes it a whole lot easier for ICE to come pick them up. Take a look at this. I mean, regardless of political leaning, one should admit that going to a foreign country and organizing a protest against that country is absolutely ludicrous.
This is who picks them up. This is who lures them out on the internet, and they disappear or they get raped and their life's changed forever. And he shouldn't even be here, but he's doing this. But they don't raise their hand and say, hey, there's somebody that doesn't even have the right to be here that's preying upon our children, and they don't tell you about it.
Exactly. And this Governor Pritzker, and the mayor, they want to vilify the men and women of ICE. ICE saved children today. ICE saved children today. And it makes me angry. Governor Pritzker the other day went on the internet, social media, saying ICE was attacking our elementary school. He's scaring children. He's scaring the neighborhood, putting fear in the community. We're doing the exact opposite. We're saving children. Every sexual predator we arrest means more safe children. So God bless the men and women of ICE. As you've seen today, we're not sweeping neighborhoods. This is a target enforcement operation. We spend a lot of time investigating these people. We know exactly who we're looking for. So it's a target enforcement operation. It's the right thing to do.
Well, let's talk about how methodical this was, because you guys had this man, this monster on the list, and they've been sitting on this guy for 2 or 3 days to try to get where he was and his pattern, and you were actually able to ping his cell phone and get him on the move so he could be picked up on the street, rather than if he got to his dwelling, wherever that is, and got behind a closed door, then he could have sat there and you didn't have the right to go in and get him if he sits behind that door, right?
Not without a criminal arrest warrant, but that's exactly the point. He could have been arrested at a county jail, in the safety and security of county jail, by one officer.
Right.
But we spent hundreds of hours to investigate him, try to find out where he is, and we did find him. It takes a whole team for officer safety reasons to arrest him.
You see, guys, this is the reason why we have the saying, strong men, hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And now we are facing extremely hard times because of the decisions of very weak men amongst us. These are men who, they've been playing games, they've been doing nonsense, they've allowed, our system to fall apart because they don't care about us. They don't care about the United States. They don't care about our safety. They could care less. These are bad individuals that could care less about America. It's all about the vibes. It's all about me, 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 me. It's all about them getting what they want. And that's it. And that's put us in a very, very bad situation. That's compromised us. And now we are seeing the consequences of this. We're seeing society beginning to fall apart. We're seeing the backlash beginning to happen. And all of this is because of these weak individuals. But now people are beginning to wake up and realize that, you know what? It's beginning to crash down. It's beginning to crash. It's beginning to burn. And there's really no going back on it because a lot of bad decisions were made. And now the consequences for those bad decisions are now going to become extremely present. And it's going to be a massive, absolutely massive wake-up call for the world. We're seeing what's happening with USAID right now as the revelations are coming out of the insane government spending and the US dollar is heading to a massive crash as people realize it's backed by nothing other than debt. Okay? And I've said it plenty of times that hard times have now arrived. They're not coming, they're here. Winter has arrived. The ATMs are going to stop working. You're going to witness it for yourself, just like what happened over in Greece when the economy collapsed. The banks will chain up the doors, and the only way that you're going to be able to protect and safeguard yourself this time around is going to be using cryptocurrency. We actually teach you guys over at Angry's Crypto Academy what coins to buy, what coins to sell, which coins to trade, and how, we teach you how to buy, we teach you how to sell, we teach you how to trade. We also teach you how to invest in crypto. We'll tell you exactly which coins will mint new millionaires and how to spot potential coins to invest in. So don't actually miss out on that opportunity. It's extremely important. Head over. You can actually find the academy. It's linked in the description of the video if you're interested, because we're out of time. We're 100% out of time right now. Just like our politicians, all of these people are out of touch. We are out of time. There's no games. There's nothing left. It's literally, we need to get this done. We need to basically focus on our safety, our sanity, our sanctity, because modern society is kaput right now. Modern society is absolutely kaput. Modern society is at its absolute end. And this is occurring because our leaders, our politicians, they don't know what the heck they're doing. Or rather, they know what they're doing. They're stealing from us. And they are allowing these types of things to happen to create disparities, to create a crisis in our society. And the saying is, never let a good crisis go to waste. And that's what they're doing. They are manufacturing these constant crises so they can keep our attention focused on these things while they're stealing from us. Think about the events of 2020. It was like, there's a song out right now from this Australian pop artist. And she in the song, she goes like, biggest profit of their lives. And it really was the biggest profit of their lives. Like, they made so much money in 2020. It was the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of the world back in 2020. Because so much money was lost, so much money was spent, all of these people got rich. And now thank God for Elon Musk, because he's going to be auditing all of these mofos and finding out what really went down. And they're trying to stop him. Of course, they're going to try to stop him. Thankfully, we have a Supreme Court that can intervene, and they really need to step up. The Supreme Court needs to be extremely heavy-handed right now. There's a lot of effery going on right now. We can see it with USAID. We can see that these judges and so forth are trying to stop, 100% impede Trump from doing his job, Elon from doing his job, from figuring out what's going on, where all of this money is being spent. And honestly, I think that Trump needs to potentially go to the Supreme Court and say, listen, they're trying to stop us from getting information. They're trying to force us to destroy information. They're trying to like stop us from freezing funds, and you know, this is not how things work. You cannot tell us how we can or cannot spend funds, that we have to keep on giving money over to we have to keep on giving money to these administrations, to these groups, to these cities, to these grants and loans. Absolute BS, funding these departments. No. So it's really a crazy situation that's happening right now, where you have federal judges that are literally trying to run the United States government and snatch power from the president. So Trump, we're something is going to have to be done, I believe, with the Supreme Court, and they're going to have to step up and say, yeah, no, little bro, you can't, you really cannot be out here doing this. We're going to take you off the bench, and we're going to put you in some shackles and, lock you up, and, you're going to be crapping in your cell, and that's, and eating, getting a tray under the door. And that's how it's going to be, because a lot of these people are criminals. A lot of these people that are sitting on these benches, a lot of these federal judges, they are 100% criminals, and they are doing and they are trying to continue to destroy our country, destroy our society. They are 100% a bunch of punks. They're a bunch of punks. They're a bunch of traitors, and I mean, they were never really on our side to begin with, and it's just about them getting their money. And that's the reason why we have to be awake. We cannot be asleep at the wheel. We cannot play games this time. We 100% have to take action, because if you look at this, over 30 million people crossed into the United States, evidently, somewhere around 30 million people. And that's on top of, all the people that were already here that were not authorized to be here. Like, they don't have paper. Their papers aren't sound. So it's like you have all of these people who shouldn't have been here in the first place. And then you have people who are coming here, that came in under Biden. And it's just, we're between a rock and a hard place. It's like Trump has his work cut out for him. And it's like a lot of the people in the media, like CNN, they're like gloating. They're like, well, there's no way Trump can deport everyone. You've got like over 30 million people to get rid of, and you're not going to pull it off. You're only getting rid of a few thousand here and there. We still won. You still won. Exactly. So you flooded the country. You know exactly what you were doing. And now you're gloating because it's going to take, it's going to really take a lot of work to do something about it. I mean, that shows you the kinds of people that we're dealing with. We are not dealing with good people. We are dealing with literally bad, just really downright bad people. It's sad. It really, really is sad. And I find it to be downright despicable. I find the entire situation to be downright despicable. And this was all done by design. This was 100% done by design. They did this deliberately to destroy us. They did. They flooded these individuals into the country. They knew what they were doing. And it was to destroy us. It was to destroy us. It was to divide us. It was to create these disparities. It was to lead to these hardships. It was something that they 100% chose to do. And we will not get any apologies for it. Don't expect an apology. We will not get one. And they really do feel like they won. They absolutely feel like they won. Because look at what they've done. And even then, it's not enough for them. This is why you need strong men. You need men who are willing to stand up to things like tyranny, men who will slam the door shut and say, no, you're not coming in. I'm not letting certain individuals in. Like, we have rules, we have regulations, and you're going to respect those rules, you're going to respect those laws, you're going to respect those regulations, or you're not welcome here. It's sad. It's 150% sad what we are seeing and what we are going through. And don't expect the situation to get better anytime soon. It's only going to continue it's only going to be more difficult. It's only going to continue down this path as we continue to take action, and as the left continues to try to fight against us and fight to prevent us from protecting ourselves, protecting our homes, protecting our families, protecting our communities. They're not going to let it go easy because this is the way that they operate. You're dealing with just very, very bad people. People who do not like us. They've never liked us. They've never liked our country. That's the thing. Just because they are born here does not mean that they are for us. It's just like it's like the saying I learned some time ago, like not all skin folk are kinfolk. Just because you're an American, just because someone else is an American does not mean that they love or support America. There's a lot of there are a lot of snakes. How did it go with Samuel L. Jackson? He said, there are a lot of mother effing snakes on this mother effing plane. It's true. It's absolutely true. You know, and it's like at right now the best we can do is just to continue pushing and dragging them into the light and showing what they've done, and also focusing on your relationship with God, and also and securing your wealth, preparing for the hell on earth that we are now in. Jerome Powell went before Congress today, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, everything is great in the economy. We have a very strong economy, guys. The economy is horrible. People can't find jobs. It's all one big lie. We know things are not going well. That's why Trump was elected. Things are terrible right now. What I can say is that once people realize that hell, this is a major situation and then a crisis, and then we really have an economic crisis. That's when I think that there will be lots of opportunities, because there's a lot of people who are going to be buying, but then there's also going to be a lot of people who are panic selling. And that's why you guys need to be invested in crypto, because a lot of people, while there are going to be a lot of people panic buying, panic selling crypto, the speculators, there are going to be a ton of people like the boomers who are going to be rushing to buy crypto to secure their assets and their wealth and resources. So we're going to see massive booms in the crypto industry. You're going to see them skyrocket, especially with crypto ETFs. And if you want a part of that, for many, crypto is about survival. And if you want to survive, I recommend every single one of you learn about crypto and begin investing in crypto. Learn how to day trade crypto. We have a thing called the what do you call it? The crypto day trading blueprint over in the academy, Anger's Crypto Academy, where we teach you how to day trade crypto using very simple strategies that even a fifth grader could use. And basically, once you use these strategies, you can you can start day trading crypto right away, making thousands of dollars a day, making hundreds of dollars a day, easily working an hour a day. You can make thousands of dollars a day if you decide that, like, I'm just gonna make this my full-time job. You can make a lot of money, make 100K easy per year just day trading crypto, But we teach you how to, by just holding crypto, knowing which cryptos to hold, which cryptos to invest in. You don't even have to do that. You just basically invest and wait. And you will never, and in many cases, a lot of you will never end up selling a lot of your cryptos, because banks and institutions are going to be paying us just to hold our cryptos, just for custody of them, so that they can do transactions like XRP and so forth, so that they can use that for bank to bank transactions and so forth. But you definitely need to jump on that. You definitely need to start learning, because hell on earth is not coming. Hell on earth has arrived. Ask you something. When the banks collapse, and trust me, it's coming, will you be ready? Imagine waking up to ATMs that don't work, bank doors chained shut, and millions of people left with nothing. No cash, no access to their savings, and no way to survive. But it doesn't have to be that way for you. That's why I created Angry's Crypto Academy, to teach you everything you need to know about crypto, so you can protect yourself and your family. You'll learn how to buy, sell, and even day trade crypto for a living. Plus, we alert you to new crypto trends, so you can profit before everyone else even knows what's happening. Right now, I've just published an exclusive investment guide inside the Academy, and it's linked in the description below. In it, I reveal the one coin that can make you a millionaire. A coin so revolutionary, it could change everything. If you missed out on Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is your second chance. This isn't just about financial freedom, it's about survival. When the system collapses and everyone else is selling, you'll be the one buying, prepared to weather the storm and thrive while others struggle to survive. Don't wait. This knowledge isn't optional, it's critical. The link's in the description. Go check it out now.
Efficient. We could arrest many more criminals if you let us in the jail. It's a lot harder to find these guys out in the public. These guys don't want to be found. They're in the wind. It takes a lot of investigative work to find them. Let us in the jail. Don't let them hit the street. It saves officers time. It's safer for the community. It's safer for the alien. It's safer for the officer. But spending hundreds of hours of investigation to find this guy when we could have got him in 5 minutes at the Cook County Jail.
Okay, tell me.
Tom Homan is a hero for speaking truth to power against Governor Pritzker's lies about ICE. ICE is doing the job that Democrats like Pritzker won't do, protecting our children from harm. Pritzker should be ashamed of himself for vilifying ICE and putting politics over people's lives.
What? What? So you mean to tell me there's no drunks at this time blasting their fucking cumbia on their little fucking bootleg JBL speakers? Catcalling me? What? I'm loving it. I'm loving this piece. Ooh.
Finally, a society where we can live and breathe freely again. Now, for my predictions, rent in major cities are going to get a lot cheaper in these cities soon too. This is a nice video. It's actually nice to see that she's actually enjoying it. America is becoming great again.
I don't care what nobody says. This motherfucker just took away the Equal Employment Act. I can't, you cannot make this shit up. I don't get.
Yes, you can, and yes, you did. He did not take away the equal employment laws. He did not take away any of your rights. None. This is all liberal logic.
A lot of have you guys noticed that a lot of the black guys are pissed off right now? A lot of the black guys are pissed. They voted for Trump. They realized they were just being used by the liberals. Look at the Kamala spending $1.5 billion. Beyonce got her cut. All of these, Oprah got her cut. Gaga got her cut. All of these people got their cut. All right. All of these people got their cut while acting like they were giving paid endorsements, you know. And a lot of black guys realize now that they were just being used by people who don't even like them. And then every 4 years, just like Trump said, they pop up and they're like, okay, well, listen, you better vote for us, because if you don't, then you're not black. Do you remember old "You're Not Black" Joe Biden? All right. That was, guys, no one believes in these people anymore. No one believes in them anymore. After everything that has happened, after everything that has gone down, society is just like, you know what? These people are straight up liars. They are 100% liars. They have destroyed our country. They've led to all of these disparities, and no more. 100% no more. They did this. They absolutely did this. They created this situation for themselves. And that's why we're now seeing literally, people waking up and saying that we're done with it. We're not going to tolerate it anymore. Wherever these individuals are not going to be able to stay here and do what they're doing, because eventually people get sick and tired of the nonsense. They get sick and tired of the games. They stop believing your lies. They stop believing the garbage. And that's it. They call it quits. And that's what's happening now. That's 100% what's happening now. We're watching as people call it quits. We're watching as people say, "Okay, yeah, that's enough. I'm done with this game. I'm done with it. I'm sick. I'm sick of it." You know, that's why I voted. People like that's why I voted for Trump. That's why I voted for Trump. It's only guys. It's only going to escalate further from here. Don't expect there to be peace anytime soon. Peace is something that has to be fought for. Peace is something that we have to fight for. You don't just get it like that. You know, like I said, guys, we have the crypto day trading blueprint course. Go learn how to day trade crypto because hell on earth has arrived. Okay, hell on earth has arrived. We're going to see a massive crash. A lot of y'all are going to lose your jobs. Don't think you're going to be able to DoorDash for extra money. That's not going to be an option. I just want to tell you a little bit about the Crypto Trading for Dummies blueprint. With this blueprint, you'll learn how crypto day trading can help you earn daily profits, even starting small. Imagine making $30 a day with $100 or even hundreds daily trading small amounts. Working just an hour a day. It's written so simply that even a fifth grader can do it. With banks collapsing and the economy in chaos, this skill is your lifeline. Click the link in the description to check it out now.
Away any of this. Only thing you took away is your fucking excuses. Now your excuses are out the door. What are you gonna do? You can either earn a job by merit, or earn a job by resume, earn a job by working hard. Why does that bother you? Y'all love to be put in positions which you didn't earn. And for me, that bothers me. I don't want any job that they put me in place of employment due to my skin color. I don't want it. That doesn't make sense to me. That's not how the world should work. I feel bad for all the white Americans that had to live through anything but the opposite. They work hard too. Argue.
Yeah, I do. If she wants to come onto our boat so you can get it, she can.
Okay. You want to just sit right here and turn
so
around?
So I came.
Okay.
Gotcha, bitch!
I'm getting arrested. I don't know what the hell going on. They got Mom hemmed up. God damn, y'all. God damn. They ODing on prom, though. God damn, y'all. Oh, my God. They ODing with prom, though.
Gee willikers! A police officer with a BBL. How is she supposed to chase after criminals when she has a 43-pound diaper she's carrying? Somebody needs to change her diaper. It probably takes her 5 to 10 business days to fart.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, that's the funny thing that a lot of women don't understand today, how they destroy their futures when they go out and they do these things, like these cosmetic procedures. Like, bro, no one's going to want to marry you. Like, you're like the stuff that you're doing, you're not going to, a lot of dudes, what they do is they'll go out and, you know, I've seen videos of this. I've seen videos like there was this black dude talking about this. A lot of these black dudes, they'll mess around with the BBL girls, but they're not gonna marry these women. They're not going to make these women into like, you know, the mothers of their children. They're gonna go overseas and find a good woman over there, you know, that has something closer to an apple bottom. They would rather marry a woman with a pancake butt than a woman with a BBL, because they don't want someone that's going to constantly have bringing all of this attention. And then the next thing about it is that the BBL, it's not hygienic. Like, there was this whole thing trending online, BBL smell, and they really absolutely do. You know, we need to be real that the lifespan of women who have BBLs is likely shorter compared to women who don't have them. Like, we need to be real about that, because there's so many complications that come with having a BBL that we don't talk about, it's ridiculous. The BBL thing is no joke. You know, it's like it's not hygienic, it's not sanitary, it's not really good for anyone. And women seem to think that, oh, you know, this is what men want. They don't even care what men want. They really are just looking for thugs and rappers. That's really who they're doing this stuff for, and for one another. And they don't realize that the average man does not want a woman walking around looking like this. But yeah, everything is going to hell in a handbasket, and the smartest thing you can do is prepare for it, because you can see it's going to be crazy out there, guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys think regarding all of this. Unauthorized immigrants have been crossing into the U.S., and we can see that the unthinkable is now happening, where, you know, they're being snatched up left and right, and they're crying and complaining about it. But ultimately, this is just how things are going to continue going. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA men walking away. And cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.